Hi everyone, Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com, and it is, wow, you can see, got the double screens going, and that's how I'm broadcasting these days. But anyways, it is Saturday. It is Tuesday, February 19th, 2019, here with your free live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our best bets always over at SportsChatExperts.com, as well as SportsChatPlace.com, Premium Plus. Hopefully you guys are off to a good morning. But anyways, we do at least 3 free picks on this show every single day. Our best bets always over at SportsChatExperts.com. Another idiot comment yesterday about that I talk too much or something like that. All I'm trying to do is give everybody a chance to join the show. And I think the whole point of the show is to hear me talk about the games. So I don't know what this idiot wants, but I don't know, man. I know I got a million positive comments, and, you know, the ratio of thumbs up on YouTube to thumbs down is always, 50 to 1, but still hurts. It just bugs me. Like, don't watch the show. No big deal. But if you're watching us on YouTube Live, if you could hit the thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. If you're watching us on our Facebook page, you can hit the thumbs up. Got an idiot in our Facebook group. Real asshole. Anyways, got free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at SportsChatPlace.com and SportsChatPlace.com Premium and Premium Plus. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at SportsChatExperts.com. Got college basketball action. Yesterday was kind of a slow day, right? Just not a lot going on as the NBA still continues their All-Star break. While Sam is barking. But the NBA, of course, continuing their All-Star break, meaning the rest of it, not a lot going on. And Sam wants to be on the show, so he is saying the dogs are barking today. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at SportsChatExperts.com. Maybe we'll start broadcasting the show, picks and parlays as well. If you're going to post in our Facebook group, please read the rules. They're not suggestions. I mean, anyways, who let the dogs out? Sam is barking mad. But anyways, we're gonna do at least 3 free picks. We're gonna concentrate on college hoops today. We did hockey yesterday. We went 1-1, which was pretty good considering I don't watch the game. I maybe pay attention in the playoffs. I think the NHL playoffs are awesome. But outside of that, not so much. But we got some big spreads today. It's not a giant card of college basketball, but at least we have some pretty good quality. But if you're watching us on YouTube Live, you can hit the thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Certainly not mandatory, but it is appreciated. Let's get to that first game out of the gate. Davidson taking on Dayton, Atlantic 10 action. We had VCU last time out against Dayton, and they absolutely dominated the game, but it came down to a nail-biter at the end, but VCU won outright by 1 point in a game that they led by double digits pretty much the whole way. But meanwhile, Davidson has won 7 of their last 8 games. Their last loss coming at UMass, a game they were favored by 7.5. They were favored by 11 last time out against St. Joe's. They won by 8. When we look at VCU, this is a team that lost at St. Louis by 7 points, beat Rhode Island. This is Dayton, team that lost at home against VCU, lost at St. Louis, home wins against Duquesne, St. Joe's, Fordham. So I think the thing that we've seen most from Dayton this season, and this is just from watching, this is a team that's 8-4 in the conference, but it just seems that they play down to the level of their competition, and generally they play up. I think they're easily frustrated, super talented, but easily frustrated as well. And it's usually the defensive teams that give them fits, not the offensive teams, which I consider Davidson to be. Because when we look at the numbers here, Davidson is a team that is known for their offense. They average 70 points a game on the season. But meanwhile, in their last 10 games, Davidson averaging 70, Dayton averaging 69.6, Dayton allowing 63, and Davidson allowing 62.8. These teams are way closer than what this spread is letting us on to be. 78% of the public on Davidson here. The line has moved a half a point to Davidson. I'm going to take Dayton plus the points. I know with Dayton, they're hit and miss all season long, but I think they hit tonight against Davidson. This is the type of game where a team like this steps up and out of nowhere, they get it done. We saw it last night with our Oklahoma State pick, but Dayton is a much better team than that. I mean, 16-9 on the season. Davidson hardly world beaters at 19-6. I'm going to take Dayton plus 3.5. That'll be our first pick for today's show. So we got past the first one, always the toughest one, right? And then we just kind of reel off the picks after that. But, of course, our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com as well as sportschatplace.com. Premium Plus. You see my wife heading out to go walk Sam. And our best bets always over at Sports Chat Experts. Now, normally I have a little bit of a different angle of the camera. And the reason why I have a different angle of the camera today is because they're doing construction. So over here, like you guys saw my surfboard and stuff the other day, but now there's like all sorts of stuff from one of our spare bedrooms sitting there as they're redoing that entire back room. We had some water damage back there. It's being fixed. But anyways, if you guys could hit the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube Live, greatly appreciate it. If you're watching us on our Facebook page, if you could hit that thumbs up as well, greatly appreciate it. It's certainly not mandatory. But our best bet's always over at Sports Chat. Yep, my wife is hot. That's for sure. My wife is super hot. We've been married. We've been together for 20 years. Anyways, it's not remodeling. This is fixed. This is like home repair stuff. We had water damage. I'm certainly not remodeling that area. Yeah, Nick, if you have picks, if you have a pick, Nick, the place to post that, Nick Algaretti, in our on our Facebook page. If you have a pick, the place to put it is in the Facebook group. You're halfway there anyway, so you might as well join the Facebook group and post it in there because we have discussion. We have 7,500 members, almost 8,000 members. I'm going to post the link over on the Facebook page so you guys know what it is. Here it is. Join our group. Post your picks in there. Discuss them. People are doing it all day long. We have a good group. Of course, hit the thumbs up while you guys are there. It doesn't cost you a thing. Helps us a bunch. Of course, we're going to have all sorts of giveaways. I have another social media person. You guys know the trouble I've had with this T-shirts and social media stuff. Going to try one more time on Thursday and see if we can find the right person that understands us as a group. Not so easy to find. Let's get to this. Let's get to this Tennessee Vanderbilt game, in-state rivalry game at Knoxville. These teams met earlier this season at Vandy. The game went to overtime. We had Vandy in that game, and Vandy was getting 9 there, and they covered. The thing is that since that game, Vandy hasn't won. They didn't win that game. They just covered. They were winning most of that game and let it get away from them. I think Tennessee learned a lesson in that game. Coming off of that beatdown loss at Kentucky, I expect Tennessee to come out sluggish, so maybe we might be looking at Vandy in the first half. You can get my best bets over at the premium area. It's all stated there. I'll post it for you. But anyways, I'm going to take Tennessee. I messed up that URL. Let me remove it. Hang on. I messed it up because I was typing and talking at the same time. But I like Tennessee here. I think Vandy first half, Tennessee game. So let's write that down. We take Tennessee minus big points here, 17.5. But I like Vandy in the first half. Because I think Tennessee is going to be sluggish coming out of that game against Tennessee. I'm going to put a lot less on that bet, though, than the Tennessee game bet. But anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com and sportschatplace.com Premium Plus. Do at least 3 free picks every single day. Awesome. Appreciate the nice words from Jared there on Facebook, saying that he's a fan, been watching since the summer. We've been doing this, of course, almost 11 years. The live show has only been going on maybe 2 years now. It's only because there just hasn't been a lot of, it hasn't been around that long. I don't know. I have no idea what the halftime score is going to be. I mean, so Shane is asking if it's better to bet Vandy first half and then wait till in the game and bet Tennessee second half. I don't know, because I don't know what the score is going to be. I just have a hunch that Tennessee is going to be a little sluggish. And also, sometimes when teams are so out to prove themselves, right out of the gate, it's like they come out on fire, and it's like all of a sudden it's like they run that gas. It's like ring night in the NBA, right? When the team gets the ring, it's like the motion, the banner, all that stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like crash, and they might end up covering in the end, but man, they took the hard way. And I have a feeling that for Tennessee, they know that they can't take Vandy for granted because the first game was so tough. But I think that they might be a little too tight. All my picks are 100% documented over at Sports Chat Experts, Norman. We don't talk about free picks percentages. I'm going to guess I have a winning record. We have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that watch us every single day, so I'm going to guess we give out winning picks on the live show. Pretty sure we do. I don't know. Most of these are older, but you can see I have pages and pages. Sometimes we go over the picks, like if someone will say you lost every game, we'll go through it, and it's usually a winning record. But anyways, I think on these live shows we definitely win a lot more than we lose. That's for sure. Yep, we recap the games at the end. Let's go to another game here. This is what we do. We'll go to Siena versus St. Peter's. So tonight, also, I do the show with Tony T, the podcast, where we go over all the college basketball games for tomorrow. And then I don't think we're going to be doing NBA because there is no NBA. But I'll simulcast that show live on our YouTube channel as well. Siena taking on St. Peter's. Siena 13-14 on the season, while St. Peter's 6-19 for the Peacocks. Peacocks have lost 7 games in a row. Siena has lost 2 games in a row, back-to-back home games where they were favored. The last one against Quinnipiac in overtime move. Quinnipiac has just been awesome in overtime, right? We love them. But, when we look at the bigger picture, it's the Siena defense that's let them down. The St. Peter's offense really is what's let them down. So when we look at the numbers, this spread is pretty much right on the money as far as where it should be placed. So I think this is a game that we would tread lightly on. I just arbitrarily picked it off the board, and that's how I end up on this game, which looks brutally difficult is from a handicapping perspective. And I think maybe let's see if we could find something else here where there's an angle. But I think it's a lean here to Siena because you know what? Actually, I'm gonna take St. Peter's plus the points. I think their free throw shooting is a little bit better, and I think that will get us home. So we'll take St. Peter's plus the 7.5. It's a lean at best. I just got to show Ivory Wind it, but I love it when you give more than just a tick. I don't know what that means. But anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bet's always over at Sports Chat Experts. When I say at least 3 free picks, yep, baseball right around the corner. Todd, if you have a pick, the place to post that is in our Facebook group. I'm just really not sure how many times I can say that. It's, we can just eliminate your comments. I mean, I don't know what more you want me to do. As you do at least 3 free picks, our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com. Or if you want to have your own show on the YouTube channel and stuff, then you should do that and give out your picks. I encourage you guys to do it. I'll even come on your show with you. You guys want to do it. Anyways, do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets at Sports Chat Experts. Let's just randomly throw darts and pick another game. Hopefully we land on something a little better than the St. Peter-Siena matchup, which I think, let's just say I'm not running to the gate with my hard-earned wallet. Let's go to Mizzou, where the Tigers are taking on Kentucky. Kentucky coming off that monster performance against Tennessee. I've liked Kentucky all season long, and I took Tennessee in that game. I'm kicking myself. I think that Kentucky has been, Kentucky's been my dark horse to win it all this season. I'm still going to stick with that pick. I think they're so fast. They're really, really talented. Yeah, everyone getting ready for baseball, but I'll tell you, we get. Yesterday was not the day to take. Put it this way: when there's 5 line games total, and I have 3 premium picks, it's generally not the day to take my dog of the day. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I lose every single time when that happens. I'm just saying the less games there are, the less successful the dog of the day is. But anyways, let's get to this Kentucky-Missouri game. Of course, what we're looking for to see if this is a kind of a letdown spot for Kentucky, because the numbers are so skewed in their favor in this one. The line could easily be 15, 16 points in this thing. Throw in a few injuries here for Missouri, and the story even gets worse. Of course, Jordan Geist is the man in Mizzou, and Pinson not bad either. But Kentucky just loaded up and down the roster. Coming off of that big win against Tennessee, we got to figure that the public is all over Kentucky in this one. I love Kentucky to win the NCAA tournament, but I like Missouri plus the points in this one. I'm going to take Missouri plus 11.5 because I believe that this number is suspiciously low. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com. When I say at least 3 free picks, we usually do a ton more than that. How about Baylor, Iowa State? Iowa State favored by 10 points in this thing. I took Baylor on Saturday, and Makai Mason didn't even play, and McClure is out, Mason is out. So, really the best players for Baylor are out. So they were just way undermanned on Saturday. Meanwhile, here they are against against Iowa State, and it doesn't look to be much better of a situation. I think we watch the injury list, and if Mason is playing, I think that we jump on Baylor if Mason and McClure are playing. If they're not playing, then I believe it's Iowa State, and I don't think they're going to play. They didn't play last game, and the way the line is moving on this one, it makes me believe that they're not playing. So I'm going to take Iowa State here, lay the double digits, and that'll be my first, second, third, fourth, fifth pick of today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com, Premium Plus. This show is available on YouTube Live, Facebook Live via our Facebook page, Facebook Live via our Facebook group, and Twitter via Periscope. If you're watching us on any of those things, be sure to hit the thumbs up, especially YouTube Live and our Facebook page, as that is the places that really reach the public out there, and it helps us a bunch. It takes you about a half a second. Let's see if we can pick out one more in college hoops pick just for the hell of it. There's a lot of these games with really big spreads. But let's take a look at Bowling Green against Akron. The Zips used to be the class of the MAC. They used to be the top team in the MAC every single year, and the last couple of years, not so much the case. Bowling Green is 12-1 straight up at home, 9-1 against the number at home, and 8-2 against the 8-2 in their last 10 games, 7-2 against the number. While Akron 4-6 against the number in the last 10, just 3-5 against the number on the road, and 1-7 straight up on the road this season. Bowling Green has been pretty much on fire, but their defense is not on fire. Their offense can put up big numbers, but the defense, they just can't stop anybody. Looking purely at the numbers here, I got to say that Bowling Green has a big edge here. I just think that Akron's not going to be able to keep up with them. I think at home, Bowling Green is going to be able to put points on the board, and I know defense travels well, but I just don't think this Akron team is good enough to do it. Bowling Green's has won 4 of their last 5 games. I know they haven't played against the best teams. They do have the big win against Buffalo, 92-88, getting 8.5. Of course, I was in Vegas in that one. I gave it out as a premium pick. Meanwhile, their one loss was to Toledo. They were a 2-point favorite at home in that one and lost by 7 points. Meanwhile, Akron has lost 3 of their last 4 games. They lost that same Toledo team. They lost to Buffalo and Ball State. So all 3 pretty good teams. The win over Kent State, which actually a pretty good win in that one, 72-53. But that was a home game. The last time they won on the road was against Ohio. They were a 2-point dog, won by 12. No, that was part of a 3-game winning streak where they beat Central Michigan, who's pretty good. Northern Illinois is okay, and Ohio as well. They also have a win over Eastern Michigan this year. I'll tell you, Akron's covered their last 3, and Bowling Green is only covered in their last game, a push before that and a loss before that, two covers before that. I'm going to take BGSU here. My wife went to Bowling Green. We'll take them, -5. And that'll be our final pick for today's show. My email is still mitch@sportschatplace.com. Pretty easy to remember. It's my name, Mitch, and @sportschatplace.com. Anyways, let's recap today's show for you. We did a bunch of college basketball. We took Dayton +3.5. We took Tennessee -17.5 for the game, but we like Vandy in the first half. I think that Tennessee is going to be a little tight. I think that they'll get their composure. They'll loosen up. I think they're going to feel the pressure of that last. Thank you, Kyle from Cappers Direct. I stopped by his show because this is what happened, is that somebody made a comment on my show saying that Kyle had made comments about me. And I didn't believe it because, I try not to make negative comments about anybody else and kind of just do our own thing. And I know Kyle does the same thing. And so someone said he made a remark about me, and I was like, I've spoke to him before. It's like we've never had an issue in the past. Matter of fact, we've talked about doing things together and, doing a joint show. I think it would be fun, like once a month, do kind of like once a month or once every, few weeks or so, like, before March Madness, kind of like, something like that, like a March Madness show or, pre-conference tournament show. We kind of just get together, kick around some ideas, him and I and maybe even some other cappers. But someone said that he made a disparaging. I'm like, there's no way. So I went over to his show and I asked him, I said, hey, what's up? And it was like, he was actually, because someone said he's talking about you right now. So I went over there and all he's saying is, yeah, I know Mitch, we're all good. It was like, of course, it's not a big deal at all. But anyways, let's just recap today's show. I took Dayton plus 3.5, Tennessee minus 17.5, with taking Vandy in the first half. I think the Vols might be a little tight there. St. Peter's plus 7.5. I don't love that game. We just landed on it with the mouse on the page, so we had to do the pick. Missouri plus 11.5 against Kentucky. I just think the public way over Kentucky in this one. I love Kentucky. I like Kentucky as my pick to win the NCAA tournament, but I like Missouri plus the points in this game. I think it's suspiciously low. Iowa State minus 10 if the Baylor guys don't play. If all of a sudden we get news and the Baylor guys are playing, I'm jumping on the other side. And Bowling Green minus 5. My wife went there. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.